Hi, my name is Colin Shaw. I'm the founder of Beyond Philosophy, and we're continuing our series at looking at organisations who improve their customer experience. Today we're fortunate enough to have Rob Frank. Rob's role in life is to help Morgan Sindall fit out the construction company to improve their customer experience. So Rob, perhaps we could start off by telling us a little bit about you and what your job entails.
In our business, we have an initiative called Perfect Delivery, which runs over the 4 brands that we have, and I oversee that initiative, which is Perfect Delivery. So I'm therefore the Perfect Delivery Manager.
So Rob, perhaps you could tell me a little bit about your role.
The role entails basically managing the initiative in terms of keeping people motivated to achieve it, speaking to clients on a regular basis, monitoring and measuring Perfect Delivery. It is a continuous improvement initiative, so there's obviously measurement involved, and then just picking up brilliant ideas that are in the business that go with Perfect Delivery and spreading them around the business.
So can you give me an example of something you've done to provide a perfect experience?
Perfect Delivery is basically us getting the product correct or right, and as Steve mentioned, that's only halfway there in terms of what our clients want. So we've looked at the other things that clients would like in terms of the emotional side of making a decision, which we see as the customer experience side of things. And we've come up with a lot of small ideas that people come up with on their own on site that make a big difference. So for example, small things like a shoe shiner on site. It may seem very trivial, but when a client or an architect is finished walking around a dusty building site, the best thing when he's finished walking out the door is coming across a station where he can clean his shoes and walk home with clean shoes. Now, it may seem a small trivial thing, but it leaves an impression in his mind, and it's small things like that that really make the difference, and people remember. So as a business, we're looking at those small improvements. Now, we're not saying everyone should go and get a shoe shiner, because that's not how we are, but we're asking people to think along the lines of what is the small thing, the improvement that you could make that'll make the experience for any of our clients better.
So one of the things after the research that we did was to look at your end-to-end customer journeys, what we would call moment mapping. Can you explain what you did?
We needed to look at our deliberate experience, so the experience that our clients get and how we make that more deliberate. And also, we didn't have a clue of what our experience was that our clients were getting. So we had no idea, all our different clients, what experience they were getting from us. So we did a lot of research that you guys did for us as a third party, and we mapped out all our touch points. A moment mapping, you call it, touch points, we call it. So we looked at all our touch points from the very first phone call they get from us right through to when they read our brochure after handover. And we managed to break them into all the different components, and then with the research that you've done, you mapped out what the experience that is currently there for clients from us, and then we mapped out where we want to improve that. So that really helped us in where we're going at the moment.
So when you started to map out that journey, Rob, were there any surprises?
Yeah, when we mapped out the touch points, we came across a few surprises. We knew that at the beginning of a project and at the handover, clients had a good experience because we put a lot of time and effort in that, and I suppose it's great for a client when he receives a project when it's handed over. In the middle of the project, when we get into the sort of grind, we call it the grind, the project meetings, the everyday stuff, a definite dip in the experience clients get. And I guess that's because a project meeting that we have is probably exactly the same as a project meeting that any of our competitors give. There's no differentiation there. So down to the specifics, we have looked at all the touch points and seen where we can change specific things at specific points along that map. So one of the examples is in our project meetings, we've trialled having a cartoonist in to sketch the project team, and then we stick it up on the project meeting room area on the project. A little bit of fun, but it's just brought something different to the project. Now, there's many things we can do along our journey, and I guess what helped us is finding out what the experience our clients are getting and where we can lift that.
Thanks very much, Rob. So there are more videos on this subject on our website, so please take some time and check them out.